Hello everyone, Ippy here. Welcome back to my newcomer's guide for Elden Ring. This is part 52. In last episode, we ended up wrapping out a good chunk of the stuff that's in Dragonbarrow, and we're going to be continuing to do that in this episode. So, the first thing that we're going to do is head down here. There's a boss down here, another dragon to kill. We're then going to go to the Cathedral of Dragon Communion in order to pick up a whole bunch of dragon abilities. We're then going to teleport to Inner Ionia, and we're going to head up this path. There's an item up that path. And then we're going to end up heading down to the below the well location, take the elevator up since I'm a dummy and I didn't come here. And there are basically two little sections here, one that has a rune bear and a stone sword key in it, and then the other one takes us to the Colosseum. So we're going to explore the Colosseum in this episode, though we're not really going to be tackling the Colosseum, and we'll talk about why a little bit later. Otherwise, we're last going to be heading here. If we have the time at the end of this episode, we might head for the Gale Tunnel, because it is appropriate for us to do that at this point. And then, in addition, there's a couple of bosses up in the Mount Gelmir area that would be appropriate for us as well, before we head over to this location. So let's start with the dragon. So this dragon is pretty much the same type of dragon as we've dealt with previously. The only real difference with this one is that his attacks have rot. They also have a ridiculous amount of range. So be aware of that, especially one where he spews a whole bunch of it on the ground. You'll see it during the fight almost certainly. You don't want to get caught in that if you can avoid it, otherwise you're going to be spamming your flasks and running as you go. Otherwise, let's do it. Alright. That's one of the ones we want to avoid. As you can see, it has a whole bunch of range. Alright, that's going to do it. Next, we're going to head for the Cathedral of Dragon Communion, and we're going to finally make some use of all of this dragon stuff that we've got. Because we have a lot of dragon hearts. So we should have enough to buy all of the dragon abilities at this point. At least the ones that are available to us now. And the next thing that we're going to tackle is going to be below the well. Actually, I take that back. We need to go back to the Ionia location. Inner Ionia. Inner Aonia, Ionia. I've always said Ionia. Anyway, the enemy that's down all the way past this was a little bit dangerous the last time we came through here, so I held out for this. But otherwise, this is just a +5 upgrade material. Okay, then we're going to head for the below the well location. And the reason we're going here is because I'm a dum-dum. Whenever we last came through here, I activated the elevator here, but I did not ride it to the top. So we're going to go ahead and do that now. With the power of editing, it has come down. Alright, we're heading up now. Alright, 2 paths to go. We're going to take the left path. So there's a rune bear down here as well as a stone sword key. I'm not going to recommend fighting the rune bear. Again, all he drops is beast blood. Oof. So this route leads to the Colosseum. And it's kind of up to you whether or not you want to participate in the Colosseum. I think it's a pretty toxic place to go. In addition, most of the people who play at the Colosseum, they're really heavily focused on the idea of min-maxing. So you're going to find that most people use the same gear. Not a bad idea to pick up the gravel stone, by the way. It's a fairly rare item for crafting. So you can talk to the giant jar if you want. Okay, so the way that this is going to work is each of these spots has a different summon pad for a different enemy. These are random. They are actually based on other people who have completed this particular quest line. So that means that it's really difficult to prepare for anything. You can go up to this and see, you know, what kind of gear they probably have. However, the game, this particular quest line does not respect your level. So that means you could be walking into level 150 enemies. It also doesn't respect your weapon level either, so this could be a fight that you have to attempt several times because there is a little bit of luck to it to be able to get an appropriate setup, because you actually have to defeat all three back to back. So kind of up to you, because this is going to be a pretty hard thing. I will say that you can take the enemies, get them to follow you, and basically get them to go off the ledge. It's kind of cheesing the enemy, but that might be an appropriate option for you. You'll need to have something that can knock the enemy off the ledge, such as right here. So there's one for me. Another thing to call out, by the way, is you don't have to kill the golems before you do this. Killing each golem will get you a little bit of, what do you call it back? A little bit of your flasks back. So that's a consideration as well. Otherwise, let's see how I do. There's 2 out of 3. Oh. There we go. Got all three of them. So get the Great Jar's Arsenal for your troubles. Raises maximum equip load. This is the highest end version. Vastly raises maximum equip load. So that can be really useful to have if you are willing to deal with the randomness of this particular fight. Anyway, so we've dealt with that. The next thing that we're going to be doing... Let's see. We're going to start from Dragonbarrow West, and we're going to head south. The cave that we're going to is actually on the ground level down here. However, a couple of items that we can pick up, I think, up here. Sliver of meat, golden rune, gravel stone. Alright, so we need to get down there. Actually, you know what? There's a better place for us to go. Let's go for Celia under stair. This one's a little bit more direct. So I got some rock grease. We're gonna head up. So this place is pretty dangerous, especially early on. We should be good now, though, but just be aware there are a whole bunch of these Kindred of Rot enemies. You might consider going after all of them first, which is what I'm going to do. So back here we got smithing stone. Golden rune. Bloodstone scrap. Worth mentioning, by the way, this little shack here is where you will be teleported to if you were to utilize the trap chest in the Dragonbarrow ruins. A lot of people end up getting killed in this place early on because they come here by accident. So got a rune arc. They're gonna jump on top of here. We'll get this item here in a little bit. We have to jump from another place up ahead. Alright, so here it is. Just drop off here, and you'll be able to get a cuckoo glintstone. And then we're going to head all the way up. Rock Blaster, got a new sorcery. You want a shortcut back down, you can kick this. Grab a somber glintstone. Another smithing stone. Another somber smithing stone. Dragon wound grease. And that's it. So that brings us to the boss battle. This is a falling star beast. It is the second one that we fought. You might remember that we fought the other one right here. So these things are nothing to snuff at. What I'm going to recommend that you do is we'll go ahead and equip some fire pots, and really any pot is fine, but something that you can nail them either in the butt with or in the face with will be fine. Both of them can basically get him to get knocked down. For the face, it's best to hit him in the head whenever he's charging at you, but this is such a small arena that it probably is better if you go ahead and roll out of the way. Otherwise, though, hit him in the back with the in the butt, on the white part basically of his butt, with the fire pot, and it'll end up staggering him. So that can be beneficial to us. Otherwise, though, he's got all the same abilities as the other one did, but we're in a much smaller space. So the main attacks to look out for are the ones where he jumps into the air, hangs for a second, and then rolls down and hits you. That one is pretty damaging. Watch out for his gravity magic. He has 2 different varieties. He'll basically charge up and then kind of explode outward from him. And then the other one will have 3 separate jets, basically, of increasing size for each one that erupt underneath you. And you'll want to roll through those if you can. Otherwise, we'll go ahead and step in. There is the targeted one. Now, my aim did not work that well. There we go. There's his butt. And he's dead. A lot easier than the last one. Alright, so the last place that we're going to be heading now is, we're doing pretty good on time. We're going to head for, I think, for the jail tunnel. And actually, we've already completed the jail tunnel. We just have to go the back entrance to face off against the boss. So we might end up tackling 2 more bosses in the game. We'll see. They're both pretty fast to get to if I decide to do it. So from the Third Church of America, we are heading north along this path. Shoot, I think we went too far. Yeah, we did. There it is. Yeah, I guess we could have gone for the rear jail, rear jail tunnel entrance. Totally forgot about that. Anyway, so we are here. We're going to be facing off against another one of these magma enemies. I hate these enemies. So bonk stick is a good idea for this fight. Again, like the last fight, this is in a very small enclosed space. Try to bop them on the nose if you can. That's going to do the biggest amount of damage. It's also the easiest way to get him stunned. And stay away from the lava. And he's dead. So we get a Dragon Heart as well as the Moon Veil for our troubles. As blood loss build up. Pretty nice katana. Alright, so that wraps up that location as well. We've pretty much done everything in this location in Dragonbarrow. I will call out that there are a couple of things to get in this location here. We actually have to go out to the Scar Scourge Radon boss battle location, and there's a dungeon over there. However, it's really high level. I think we're going to hold off on that for now. But otherwise, I think we're going to tackle... Let's see, it's 34 minutes in. I think we're going to tackle one more boss battle. We're going to head for the Craftsman's Shack. So we're actually going to be going against another dragon, another magma worm, basically. We passed this one up previously, because at the time it was too high level. Now it's still pretty high level, but we should be able to kill it. So we're basically going all the way around here, and in this lava pit here, we're going to find our foe. Alexander is also here as well, however, he's not going to help us with the fight, as cool as that would be. But we'll be able to progress his quest line in this as well. So ideally, we want to keep this enemy out of the flames, out of the fire. That is extremely damaging. There we go. Alright, he's dead. Maybe a little early to face off against him, but that gives us another draconic power. And we're sitting at about 38 minutes, so I'm thinking we'll go ahead and wrap it here. Let's head for the Dragon Community and see what we unlocked. Magma Breath. Cool. So with that, that's going to bring it to a close for this episode, everyone. In the next episode, we might go after the Falling Star Beast that's up in Mount Gelmir. I haven't decided yet. There's also a dungeon up here, the Volcano Cave, that we haven't done yet in Mount Gelmir. But otherwise, we are definitely going to be starting the Lanedale Castle area in the next episode. I'll do some experimentation with levels and see where I think we should be going. But either way, that's going to be our destination in the next episode. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and comment. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Later.